Basic data. Officially called Republic of Kenya, it's a country of East Africa, which borders with Sudan, Ethiopia, Somalia, Uganda, Tanzania, and the Indian Ocean. It has an area of 580,367 square kilometers. Its official languages are English and Swahili. Kenya is divided into 47 counties. Among its main cities we have Mombasa, Maypur City, Nakuru, an agricultural and industrial village, and Nairobi, its capital and the largest city in East Africa. According to the 2010 Constitution, Kenya is a presidential republic, independent from the United Kingdom since December 12, 1963, becoming one of the most stable African countries ever since, with a current political program marked by major development projects within of the framework Vision 2030 and against the terrorist threat. Its current president is Uhuru Kenyatta. Social data. By 2016, Kenya has a population of 47,790,758 inhabitants, 74.4% being a rural population, and 43.4% are below the poverty line. The majority group consists of people from 0 to 14 years old, who represents 40.87%, followed by people from 25 to 54 years, which are 33.54%. Economy data. Its national currency is Kenyan shilling. It should be noted that Kenya's economy is the largest gross domestic product in the East and Central Africa. Because of this, Kenya is one of the engines of growth in Africa, showing moderate resistance to the external and internal challenges. This is demonstrated by International Monetary Fund's growth forecast for this year of 6.1% and by 5.9% by the Economist Intelligence Unit. According to data from the Central Intelligence Agency, in 2016, Kenya's GDP is $69,170. It means a per capita GDP of 1,521, according to data from the Observatory of Economic Complexity 2016. Inflation has been reduced to 6.3% in 2016 thanks to the fall in prices of oil, cooking gas, and electricity, more pronounced than the increase in food products. However, despite government efforts and the growth of its economy, Kenya ranks in the Global Competitiveness Index in rank 96 of 138 countries, doing business in rank 92, and the Index of Economic Freedom in position 135 of 180 countries for the period 2016 to 2017. Free Trade Area. Multilateral agreements have become an increasingly important means for nations to solve major problems, and of course, Kenya is no stranger to it. The country thus belongs to a number of multilateral agreements, one of which is the World Trade Organization, which is one of the most important multilateral agreements at the global level and which is a basic point when it comes to trade. In addition, Kenya leads the East African Community, a common market with 130 million inhabitants, as well as being part of the other agreements, such as the Intergovernmental Agreement for Development, among others. Which business opportunities could Kenya offer? And the answer is that there are great opportunities in the different sectors that it presents, being the main ones. First, the real estate sector, which stands out for a series of infrastructure projects that present significant opportunities for investors in the coming years. Kenya is also one of the countries in Africa that has been presenting an important real estate demand, both commercial and residential, but always of quality. The renewable energy generation sector, which is also one of the most dynamic sectors, where 71% of the population doesn't have access to the electricity grid, and where today industries and manufacturers are only the 10% of GDP. Kenya is a country with a great demand unsatisfied, so a greater offer is expected in the next years. Finally, the reasons for investing in Kenya are multiple. First, the presence of a market economy and functions such as the commercial, economic, technological, and logistics center of East Africa. Second, regional financial center. It means Kenya has a strong industrial base and well-developed road infrastructure. Third, in urban areas, Kenya has a well-educated and English speaker. And fourth, foreign investors benefit from the same treatment as the national investors of the administrative authorities. Investment idea. The best sector to invest is tourism, as it has a large potential to be exploited, due to the natural and historical wealth, which attracts a large number of tourists who are willing to pay high prices for quality accommodation and great comfort. For this reason, the chosen industry is the hotel, where we will create a luxury lodge in an area of 20,000 square meters, called Bubble Luxury Lodge, that will be located within the reserve of the Masai Mara, considered as one of Africa's largest wildlife reserves. In addition, it has the most incredible and the most spectacular ecosystems in Africa, and possibly the most important game safari viewing ecosystem in the world. We will have a strategic location that will allow us to have the benefits of the Mara River and the proximity to airstrips. This reserve is famous for the spectacular migration of animals, savanna herbivores such as wildebeest and zebras, which move between the two parks, the Masai Mara and the Serengeti. It should be noted that among the national parks with growth in the period 2011 to 2015, the Masai Mara is in the second position, with a 6% increase in the number of visitors. Regarding the growth of lodges, on which our project is based, it has been very favorable in recent years, since it expanded from 10.7% in 2015 to 11.7% in 2016. Our investment project is focused on those visitors or tourists who frequent natural environments, where they could have greater contact with wildlife and who seek luxury accommodation, but in permanent contact with the nature. The central aptitude of our Bubble Luxury Lodge is the innovative architectural infrastructure and the new safari experience. For this reason, the structure of the rooms is innovative and unique in form throughout the Masai Mara National Reserve area. We use technology and designs that allow the visitor to create a bond with the environment from the comfort and safety of our establishment. So we use the design of the bubble lodges. Our value proposition is to provide a differentiated service, rooms in the middle of nature, with glass walls to have a different experience of safari and immersion with nature, such as the sighting of animals in their natural habitat or look at the starry sky at night, guaranteeing the quality of this surpassing the expectations of the guests by offering the best team of qualified people in each of the areas corresponding to our lodge. Furthermore, our lodge will have the service of drones and augmented reality lenses, already included with the cost of lodging, which will allow to bring our clients to wildlife and beautiful but inaccessible landscapes, as well as a free truck service. We will have guided excursions, a restaurant, a bar, swimming pools, jacuzzi, Wi-Fi, heating, air conditioning, gift shop, among others. It will have different distribution channels, such as the web page through which online reservations can be made. The profile of our clients is from 20 to 45 years, with median high income. We will have divided modules for singles, families, and couples. In conclusion, this investment project has very attractive levels of profitability, with an internal rate of return of 82% higher than the minimum profitability rate required for investment, which is 15%. In short, Bubble Luxury Lodge, our project, is a real opportunity to invest. So what are you waiting for?